From IBMTV, International Broadcast Media, this is your report from Washington. There are 39 days and some long nights left until the election. Biden announced that he would give the Civil Rights Division at the Department of Justice a White House office as a way to elevate its standing. Speaking in Charlotte, North Carolina, Biden said he would, quote, significantly increase authority for the Civil Rights Division, which enforces laws and statutes based on race and gender. Leading activists on the left are pressing Biden to endorse expanding the number of high court justices should he win the White House and Democrats take control of the Senate. Biden hasn't embraced those calls. Nevertheless, activists insist they will keep pressure on Biden to pursue dramatic reforms to the Supreme Court if Republicans move forward with a plan to quickly approve Trump's picks. A group of 489 former national security leaders, both Democrats and Republicans, have endorsed Biden for president. Quote, "We are Republicans, Democrats, and independents. We love our country. Unfortunately, we also fear for it. We believe that Joe Biden is, above all, a good man with a strong sense of right and wrong." On the campaign trail, Trump was interrupted twice during an Ohio rally this week by sign-waving supporters chanting, "Fill that seat." Quote, "I will fill that seat," Trump responded. Trump wants to focus on the court fight to energize the GOP's base. In Wisconsin, Biden focused on the pandemic, healthcare, and the economy. Biden wants the election to be a referendum on Trump and his failures. Separately, Trump again declined to commit to a peaceful transfer of power if he loses, stating, quote, "We're going to have to see what happens. You'll have a very peaceful. There won't be a transfer, frankly. There'll be a continuation." Responding, Biden said, "What country are we in? I'm being facetious. Look," he says, "the most irrational things. I don't know what to say about it, but it doesn't surprise me." In other news, the European Union said Thursday that Belarus President Lukashenko lacks legitimacy. The United States State Department has also refused to recognize the election. Thousands of Belarus citizens have taken part in more than 6 weeks of protests against the re-election, which the opposition says was rigged. In the U.S., the Women's March organization is planning a nationwide protest next month opposing Trump and his move to fill the seat on the Supreme Court. Quote, "We're planning a massive nationwide march on October 17th to send an unmistakable message of our fierce opposition to Trump." Meanwhile, billionaire Michael Bloomberg has raised over $16 million to help felons pay outstanding fines and fees to regain their voting rights in Florida. A 2018 state constitutional amendment in Florida allows for felons who have completed their sentences to regain their right to vote, so long as they pay back any outstanding fines, fees, or restitution. Bloomberg's fundraising has now paid off monetary obligations for over 32,000 felons in Florida. Despite the uncertainty about trick-or-treating, U.S. sales of Halloween candy were up 13% over last year and the month ending September 6th. Sales of Halloween chocolate alone are up 25%. In a sign of the times, from AP News, Kataza already had a lengthy rap sheet with Cape Town authorities, so when he organized a band of others to raid a series of suburban homes, he was captured. Now he sleeps at a local prison. Kataza is a baboon, one of hundreds who live in Cape Town, in the Cape Town area. They knock over trash cans, steal fruit and vegetables from the gardens, and generally cause troubles. There are about 15 troops in the greater Cape Town area who are outnumbered by 500 baboons. Activists, however, want Kataza to be taken home and reunited with his own troop. They assert that Kataza was unfairly singled out. Quote, "He's no worse than any other baboons. He's just an urban baboon." Perhaps 2020 is the planet of the apes. Finally, the current COVID death toll from Johns Hopkins is over 201,920 American souls lost and 977,109 global souls lost with no end in sight. That is your report for this day, September 24th, 2020, from IBM TV, International Broadcast Media, smart television for a smarter global community, from dictatorships to democracies around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm Bill Trezevant.